Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover a very important SQL interview question, which is what will be the order of execution in the SQL query. Okay, so here the interviewer will give you one SQL query. Okay, and the SQL query will have the select keyword, from keyword, where, group by, having, order by, limit. Okay, and he will ask which keyword will execute first. Okay, whether it will be select or from or where, group by, having, order or limit. Okay, so which one will execute first? Okay, so let's understand the problem. Okay, we will cover this using one example. Okay, so let's say I have this table. Okay, and I have this query. So as you can see, the query is having every keyword, right? Select, from, and everything. Okay, so let's understand which will be the first step that will execute. Okay, so always remember the first step is from keyword. Okay, that this will be the first one that will execute. Okay, and what does from keyword will do? It reads all the data. Okay, so whatever table you are using in your query, okay, it will read all those tables. Okay, so for example, here I'm using only one table. Okay, so it will read the data of the table. So that's what you can see in the left side, right? In the first step, what is happening? We are reading all the data of the table. Okay, then in the next step, what happens? Once you read the data, then we want to filter out the data. Okay, and how do we filter out the data? Using the where keyword, right? So whatever condition you will have in where, it will filter out your data. Okay, so remember, in the next step, after reading data, what will happen? This where keyword will execute. Okay, so that's what is happening in the step 2. Okay, now let's move to the step 3. Okay, if in your query, if you have anything group by, okay, then group by will happen. Okay, so here as you can see, we are grouping by department, right? So I have three departments, so against that we are getting the count of employees. Okay, so in group by, what operation do you want to do? So here we are doing count of star. So that's what is happening at the step 3. Okay, so we will group by at the step 3. Okay, after grouping, what we do? We want to filter some data, right? So so for group, for doing filter on the group by, we have this having keyword, right? So having keyword, so this filtering will happen after grouping at this step 4. Okay, so that's what will happen in the having. Okay, at the step 4. Okay, so once you do this, then comes the main part, right? Selection of the columns. Okay, so this selection of the columns, what it will do? So whatever your columns you are selecting and whatever renaming you are doing, everything will happen at the step number 5. Okay, in the select keyword. Okay, so as you can see, one thing, if you notice, right, at the step 3 and 4 we are having this count of star, right? But at the step 5 we are having this employee count, because we are doing renaming this count of star as employee count in the select one, right? And this select is happening at the step 5. Okay, so that's why you see this employee count at the step 5. Okay, so just remember this. Okay, so once you select the columns also, okay, so everything is done, right? Till now you have read the data, you have filtered out the data, you have grouped by data, and after grouping you have also filtered the data, and the select you have renamed the data. So rename the columns, right? So basically you have everything till now. Okay, you have got everything. Now what is remaining is only how do you want to display your data. Okay, so let's say I want to display my data in the ascending order, descending order. I just want to display only 5 rows or 100 rows. That will come in order by in limit, right? So that's what happens at the last steps. Okay, so at the sixth step, order by will happen. Okay, so in order by, we can specify how do you want to display your data, whether it is ascending or descending order. So that's what is happening at the step 6. Okay, so here we want to display employee account with the descending order, so that's what is happening. Okay, so once we do order by, then we want to decide how many rows we want to display, that is using the limit keyword, right? So limit will execute at the last, right? So that's what is happening at here, right? Here we are saying limit 5, but here we already have less than 5 rows, so it will not make any effect on the output. Okay, so that's what is happening. So as you can see, right, this is the correct order by execution for this query. Okay, so usually what we understand, like, okay, first select will happen, then from will happen, then where will happen, then group by will happen, then having, and then order by, then limit. But that is incorrect, right? This is the correct order of execution. Okay, just remember this, because this is a very important SQL question. Okay, and most of the time I have seen we are answering this question wrong, right? In the interviews, correct? So I hope you are able to get this right. Now you can answer this correctly, right? In the interviews, okay? So I hope I was able to cover this topic very well, okay? If you like the video, then please subscribe to my channel and like the video and comment it. We will meet in the next video with some interesting SQL problem. Till then, goodbye and thank you.